Today we have something a little bit different. As you can see, I got quite a bit of goodies from LV. We went a little crazy. Hey guys, we're Sisters in Style. I'm Clarissa.
And I'm Elsie.
Like you guys have seen, my husband and I did celebrate 15 years. I've put up with him for that long. I'm just kidding. I love him. And it's been great. Wonderful 15 years.
The other way around.
No. But anyway, we did quite a bit of shopping when we went out to Hawaii. So
yeah, I was getting photos and questions like way too often for them to be enjoying the scenery of Hawaii. And I'm like, girl, you're supposed to be at the beach and she's in like Louis Vuitton and Bottega. And I'm like, girl.
So yeah, it was really fun. We actually went to Maui, but we decided to do an excursion. I would say like a 1-day trip to Oahu just because we knew it was our anniversary. We wanted to do some shopping. So this is something we got prior to that trip. So I'm going to unbox this in this video now. It didn't deserve a video all on its own. So this is something I believe my husband picked up even before that trip. I think he might have gotten this when we did our last Hermes trip.
Yeah, I think we were at the Hermes boutique and we had a couple minutes before going into our appointment. So we hopped into Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that's what's in here. Squeaky. So yeah, so there's a little pouch there. This is something my husband had been wanting for a while. He was due for a new one. So this he just wanted something kind of simple, smaller, and he did have his initials engraved there, MJ. And he got a nice blue color.
That's the product.
Yeah, and then I'll show you guys the product number there. So he really needed 2 wallets, but he was like, well, I need something small for like every day because he doesn't carry everything with him every single day. And this is a little bit more toned down. He liked that there was also a back slit here for something quick that he might need, like parking pass, things like that you like, okay, you want to sit somewhere quickly. Yeah. He didn't want something too showy, so he really liked that this,
Is this the epi leather?
No, it's like I'll have to look and insert it. I forget what the name of it was, but so I don't know. It kind of looks like sneak, right?
Yeah, it looks like the pebble. The pebble pattern looks different.
Yeah, so
but I like it. It's super toned down. It just has a little LV, not too showy, and it's so slim. Like
so slim.
My husband always complains about his wallet ending up hurting his if he puts it in his back pocket, his booty. And so I like that this was thin. Yeah, he really liked it. And he usually one of his travel bags is in the damier print, which he likes. But he just wanted something that was a little less showy that he could carry all the time. So like I said, he went ahead and did that. And his favorite color is blue. And so he got his initials engraved there. I'll have you put it away for me. And then when we were at that visit, we did kind of talk about wanting this next item, but we didn't pull the trigger. It's just something that it's like, do you really need it? No, but I like little things that can be sentimental or have bigger meaning. So with that being said, he and I got a couple items, and I'll start with this one here. Do you want me to unbox this one?
Sure. So this we did get in the Louis Vuitton in Oahu, and I absolutely loved the sales associate that I had. She was great. I'm lying. We went to 2 separate Louis Vuittons. This Louis Vuitton was right next to our resort. So like you saw in my last video, we stayed at the Westin Maui Resort and Spa, and just right next door was Louis Vuitton, which is the only boutique in that area. So we actually got these at that boutique, I should say.
Oh, there's no other luxury boutiques?
Not in Maui. All the rest are
interesting.
Just Louis Vuitton. Yep. So show you this here. And like I said, my husband's travel gear is in this print here. And most of my stuff is in the, monogram. But the real reason we wanted to do this is because, do you really need a passport cover? No. But I love the idea of getting them hot stamped. So here's my husband's. He again had his initial printed there, and then we got the Maui hot stamp there.
That's such a pretty hot stamp.
It's so nice. So there was two options for Hawaii. They had a pineapple, and then they had their flower. We both, I'm surprised he wanted the flower too. He thought it was really nice. So he went ahead and did the flower, and then I got my initials, and then I hot stamped. I liked the gold. And so
I love how the blue pops so well on the black.
So nice, right?
So nice. And blue is his favorite.
Yeah, the only thing, and now that we have opened his other wallet, can you give me that? The only thing he was concerned with was the blue color for hot stamping. The code on there wasn't matching up just right. And when I showed her a picture of this one, because I didn't have it with me, she was like, yeah, this will be the same, but they're not. So I hope my husband's not upset about that. They're totally different. And I did have her write it down, but they still got it wrong. So this one is much more of a like royal blue, which I know he'll like better. And this is more of like a teal type blue. So we'll see how he feels about that, but what if he doesn't notice? I noticed right away, like when she showed me this one, I did kind of notice, but he didn't say anything. So maybe he's fine with it, but I know.
I know that he'll like this blue better, but this blue shows up way more.
Yeah, and it does. I just know he's gonna say this one's a little bit girlier and this one's more masculine. So anyway, that's one thing I would say, and I guess I am a little upset about it because I gave her the code for this color and she even wrote it down, and it still is not the right color. But it's not bad. I still like it.
Maybe they have different colors,
and maybe that's the case. So I can't be too upset about it. But I love it, and so now my husband's like, we travel a lot, not so much like. We travel to Mexico a lot, stuff like that, but this is going to just be something exciting to look forward to when we do travel to a different country to get it hot
The
stamped.
idea I also like about these passport covers is like they have card slots and places where like a lot of the time, like when you go shopping in a different country, like they do want you to take your passport, so this kind of will double as a wallet and a passport. So I think that's super cool.
Yeah,
it's
I love
super
that.
Pretty, sister.
I know.
I'm gonna want one. I always felt like I don't need one, right? Like they have you take it out of here anyway when you show it to the guy who asks you the questions.
And I was like that too, but then when we were in Hawaii and I saw that we could get it embossed, it was just kind of one of those things where I was like, I just think it's kind of like my own little souvenir for the travels that we do. You know,
you'll have to remember they're not too spendy, are they?
No, my receipt should be here somewhere, so I'll give you guys a rundown of the prices, but I want to say they were about $375. Like I said, I'll find the receipt and we'll go over the prices in just a bit.
Super cute.
Next, we have yet another item that my husband picked out. He went a little crazy, and I held back. There was some items that I wanted. Maybe I'll insert a clip of it here of things that I was looking at, but I was like, he's going a little crazy, so I'm going to reel it in so he can have this fun because it's usually me. So
I told you the last time that him and Gilbert got together when we were luxury shopping,
they're flip switched. I was like, wait,
something happened. Like something changed. Like they're encouraging each other, and we've created monsters.
We've created monsters. It's scary. But anyway, let's unbox this one here. Same little drawer. And okay. I know I just talked about how my husband wanted a small wallet and all the things. Recently, I don't know how recent, I could be late to the game, but there is a new colorway, I should say, called Damoflage. So it's a take on the damier print. And so this, my husband fell in love with it. He really, really loved the limited edition print. And so there are, and then again, he got it hot stamped there with his initials. It is limited edition. I don't know if it's something they will make permanent, but I know for at least the next 6 months or so, it's something he can get his hands on. But he really liked it. I was kind of hesitant because I was like, gosh, you already have everything in the other print. But not everything. He only has a travel bag and now the passport cover. But he's like, I just think it's so cool. It's different. And so he went ahead and got himself the big wallet too. Because when we do travel, or when we do go on a longer trip, he does carry much more with him than on the daily basis. So that smaller one he wants for like everyday work, this for when we're going on our long weekends, things like that. And so it has the Louis Vuitton logo in a light gray color in the front. And then in the back, it's got it like in the black. But
I really love this pattern. Like I hadn't seen it before.
It's so neat. And you've got room for your cash here and slits here. So like I said, this is your, you know, bigger wallet for sure. But
your husband's initials are cool.
Yeah.
MJ.
So this he actually decided to get only after this item. So my husband has been wanting like a crossbody bag for himself, a man bag, because like I said, we travel quite a bit. Because we travel quite a bit for work and pleasure and that type of thing. And he is someone that carries a lot of little things and it's always falling out of his pocket. And he always ends up putting it in my bag. So, you know, a crossbody bag for himself is something that he's been interested in. And he looked at a few, and I don't know if I took a couple pictures, and if I do, I'll insert them here. But he decided to go for this. There was a couple different sizes. All right, and so here is this one. So he decided to go with the smaller of the two. It just looked a little bit better on him. And again, that is in the Damoflage. He loved this bag. What he actually says he likes more about this colorway than the damier is that the hardware is all matte black. He still feels like the hardware with damier pieces is like the bright silver. He feels like it's a little flashy for him. He's not a flashy guy. So he really, really likes the matte black zipper on things and just how it wasn't as showy. So you've got one larger pocket here with a slit in the back. And then you've got your LV logo there. And he has actually already used this item. He couldn't wait. That's how much he really felt like he needed this. And then you've got a smaller one there, which he likes to put like his eye drops and things like that.
He's always, if you need chapstick, he's got it.
And it's got this interesting little pocket in the very front too.
Maybe like AirPods or something in there?
Maybe.
That'd be cool.
So, and then this here is the strap. It says Louis Vuitton there. But I'll insert a photo of him wearing this. He absolutely loved the size of this. He was initially not wanting to change because he already has a damier, but because he loved the way this looked so much and the matte hardware, he was like, gosh, nope, I need this one. I really love it. And so again, you have the Louis Vuitton logo in the light gray in the front and then the dark gray / black in the back. But when he got this, we got this first and then we went back because it's so close to our resort. We went back to pick up our embossed passports and that's when he decided to add the wallet. So he was like, well, now I have an excuse to get the wallet in this print because I have my crossbody bag. So he's really, really enjoying that. And you would think he was done there. You would think he was
telling you guys, a monster was created.
You would think he was happy with his wallet and his crossbody. He's got his little set. No. These items were purchased at the Louis Vuitton in Maui. And like we said, we fell in love with our SA. She was amazing. But like I said, we did a day trip to Oahu. Went into that Louis Vuitton where I met another amazing SA. Love her. She's already like texting me and stuff. So,
this is the product number for that.
Oh, this is the product number for that Damo Black. The sling. So, and that box. So he wasn't done. He saw this. And I'm not going to lie, it got my attention as well. I've been interested in getting the Horizon soft duffel bag for myself. I know it's not a popular item and I kind of hesitate because I don't know if I want to spend money on a Louis Vuitton travel. I'm on the fence with that. My husband, however, obviously didn't care. So we saw this on the shelf and we could not keep the bag because we traveled with it. And he just was like, I love it. I love it. We actually walked away, did some other shopping at a couple other stores, and then he just couldn't stop thinking about it. So I was like, you know what, babe? Let's go get it. So he
cool.
got himself this bag in that same Damoflage black print. He, like I said, absolutely loves the black hardware. And I think what he really, really enjoys as well is the way that it has these pockets on the side. This is
pockets are
not
so cool.
Yeah, this is not what they usually do. And again, this is more of a limited edition item. It has pockets on either side. And my husband very much doesn't like to have items that other people have. So he was like, I see the other damier print pretty often at the airports or wherever, whenever we're going anywhere. And he's like, this one I don't see anyone ever have. And so here is the product number for that. And again, this is the, size 50. I didn't mention that.
Say, yeah, what size is it?
50.
No,
you were going to ask.
I was going to ask what size is it?
So 50 is the biggest you can go and still have it be a personal item. So he didn't want to go any bigger than that.
I also think it would be hard to carry anything bigger in the airport.
Yeah. So he really, really liked that. And there was the option for embossing the little tag that it comes with. So
cute.
He didn't necessarily want to do the Hawaii flower, but he did go ahead and get his initials hot stamped in that. So I got to get that on his handles there. But we went back to our resort and just ended up going back to that Louis Vuitton because it was closer to us to get the hot stamp done before we had to travel back. So he's got his whole set now. He's got his Keepall, his crossbody, his wallet, his 2 wallets, I should say, and everything's embossed with his little touch of blue. He loves blue and blacks and grays. So this is so many, like
it 100% is.
Yeah, he loves it.
But now, the next time that we go shopping, can we leave the boys behind?
We are definitely the boys behind.
We can leave the boys behind because they're good.
He's good. I will say, and like I said, I'm going to insert a little clip. I think I mentioned in our 2025 luxury wishlist video that I did really love the LV toiletry pouch. Seeing it in person a few times, I just have come to the realization that it's small for me. If you guys saw my pack and prep video, I have a lot. And I would like to say that I'm like minimal on vacay. No, that's when I want to look cute. That's when I'm taking pictures. So I have a lot of makeup. I have a lot of skincare. I'm high maintenance. And so the size is just too small. Maybe if I had 2, like 1 for toiletries and 1 for makeup. But the bag that I actually like, the more I see it and feel it and play with it, is the Dop Kit. The Dop Kit is a really nice big size. When you open it and unzip it, it stays open. So I think that's what I have my eye on. And I'm kicking myself for not getting it because the prices in Hawaii with certain items were lower and the taxes are a lot lower than our Washington state taxes. So I really did want it. And my husband told me to get it, but I knew we were going to make a couple other trips and I was trying to be financially responsible since he clearly wasn't being.
Someone had to be fiscally responsible.
Someone had to be. And I say that, but I did not leave empty-handed. I did get myself 1 small little item, minus the passport covers, I should say. So last item here, I'll go ahead and unbox. And it comes in this little pouch. I got myself this. I'm gonna try to I got myself this cute necklace. Now, this is not fine jewelry, and I know that, but I love the way gold and pearls look. I mean, look at my earrings. It's just, I just think it's so cute. And I had seen this on the website and it didn't get my attention, but it wasn't until I tried it on that I was like, gosh, it's so cute. It's a cute little statement piece. This wasn't cheap for being fashion jewelry, I will be honest, but this is the kind of piece I don't want to wear all the time anyway. It's specifically to wear with a specific outfit, that type of thing. So I think my husband was feeling a little guilty that he got a bunch of stuff and was like, babe, I'm going to get it for you. You looked really cute in it. I liked it. So it was more so him deciding to get it for me, which I do love. I do think it's really cute, and I'll put it on for you guys to see how it looks on. I think it's adorable.
Does it unclip from both sides?
It does unclip from both sides. I like this as the front because there's a little dangly LV right there. So I'll have you do that. I just think it's such a fun little...
And the last one?
Yep. I just think it's just a fun little piece. I like the way it sat. What do you think?
I love it.
I think it's so cute.
I love the pearls.
I
mean, granted, I don't think that I would spend money on fashion jewelry, but now that I do see it in person, I'm like,
it's fun.
It's so cute.
I think it's really cute.
And I guess it'll be a good test to see if it like tarnishes or changes over time.
Yeah, I don't like to spend too much. There are a couple pieces. For example, I have my Click H bracelet, and there's just certain pieces that I think are a nice statement piece. This is that for LV. I don't have any other jewelry, fashion or real in LV. She did show me a small little dainty piece, which I'll insert a photo of here too, that I thought was super cute. But for that price, I was like, put that back. It was over $2,000 for this tiny little thing. And the fashion jewelry with the tiny little pearl on it was also really overpriced. So
it's just hard when you see pieces like that. Like I get like the boutiques and you love the fashion house, but I have a private jeweler, and like the pieces that I can have my private jeweler make me for a fraction of the cost is just insane. So it's so hard for me to spend on that when I know that I can get like twice the weight of gold.
Yeah, I agree.
Not the same price.
I agree. And like I said, if it was left up to me, I wouldn't have walked out with this item. But my husband literally looked at my essay and was like, go get that necklace for my wife. So
that's
I think it was because he was feeling a little guilty.
No, it's because he loves you and you guys have been married for 15 years.
Or that.
See, we can be positive.
I love this necklace. I really don't regret it.
It's so pretty.
And so that leads me to my next topic that I wanted to touch on. Luxury is all about how it makes you feel. And whether or not the price is worth it, I think is dependent on that person, right? 100%. So when I think about the ever so crazy topic that's going around right now, which is LV beauty, I wanted to get your thoughts on that. So I want to hear your thoughts, and then I'll kind of chime in and give my thoughts on it, because I know it's been all over. I literally can't pull up YouTube without seeing like LV beauty, LV reviews, LV this. Oh my gosh. So it's all over, and so I just wanted to get your thoughts on it. What are you thinking? Are we buying it? What's going on?
So for me, when I hear things like $160 for lipstick or $250 for a compact of 4 eyeshadows, like that sounds insane to me, because I know that I can get something for $200. I can get a nice pair of shoes, or like, I don't know, just something a little bit more significant to me, because I love makeup. Like I love wearing makeup. I love doing my makeup. And so I do like to invest in like quality makeup. And so it seems like so much for me, but you guys, I'm a sucker for packaging. I'm such a sucker for cute packaging. And you guys know, I'm a black and gold girly. They had to make it in black and gold. They couldn't have made it in like a brown or something. I'm like, dang it, because I wouldn't. Like, let's be honest, like that's crazy. I shouldn't spend $160 on a lipstick that I'm probably gonna wear like once a week because I have so many other ones. Okay. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I shouldn't, but do I want to? Because of the packaging and because it's black and gold and because it's so me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
So you're saying you think the packaging justifies the price in a way. Not justifies the price, but it entices you to spend the money.
That's the perfect word.
Here's my thoughts on it. Anything luxury, people keep saying it's not worth the price, it's not the price. None of these items are worth the price. No. A passport cover for $365, that's not worth the price. When you are paying for luxury, you're paying for the name, you're paying for the experience, you're paying for that extra touch of zhuzh to your life. That is my thought. So I agree 1,000,000%. $250 for an eyeshadow palette is ridiculous. $160 for lipstick is ridiculous. But so is over $3,000 for a travel bag. So is
$1,000 for a pair of shoes that you're gonna wear in the dirt.
And so this is kind of why I'm so shocked with all these people being like, oh my God, it's so expensive. A Twilly at Hermes is $250, and we're over here buying those left and right. How often can you wear your Twilly? Here's what it boils down to for me. How often are you going to be using this item? I always break it down with like cost per wear, right? I do buy Twillies. I love Twillies, and I put them on my bag. I wear that bag every single day? Not necessarily. Can I or will I wear this eyeshadow palette every single day? Maybe. I could though. It could be your everyday palette. And so when I break it down in that way, for me, the price is somewhat justified. I know the expiration date on this item says 6 months, but let's be honest, we're not going to throw it out at 6 months. So I think about the eyeshadows that I have and how long they've been in my collection and how I paid a certain amount for them. And if you think about how much I've worn it and how many years I've had it, whatever it is, yeah, it's so worth it. But what holds me back from buying it wasn't even necessarily the price, because I understand that I'm paying a premium for luxury, and that's just the price it is sometimes.
Right.
I will say I'm completely shocked the price is even higher than Hermes, because that to me is crazy, but there is no comparison with Hermes's packaging on their eyeshadows and things like that, which I have. I have eyeshadow palette, I have blush, I have a highlighter.
We have the lipsticks, we have the glosses.
I'm not gonna compare that to what seems to be the eyeshadow palette of this LV.
That's one of the things that I was gonna say. Is like, do I want to? Does it entice me? Yes. Will I be extra picky when it comes to what I choose to buy? Yeah. Is it going to be like, oh, I want to try this color, and oh, like kind of like at Hermes, I'm like, oh, that color is cute. Let me try it, or let me try it, or let me try it, because it's a little bit like the price point is lower.
Right.
At LV, I'll have to be a lot more decisive about like what's a color that I'm going to wear pretty often. All, you know what I mean, like so I can get that cost per wear, like you're saying. So that's the only thing that I see myself doing, is instead of being like, oh, that color looks cute, I'm going to have to be like,
how often can I wear that?
Do I really love the tone? Do I really love the undertones? How, you know what I mean? So then the quality comes into question.
And that's where I'm getting at with this. The reason why I'm undecided on whether or not I'm going to buy it isn't necessarily because of the price. Because let's be honest, the price is going to be expensive. And if you want that experience and you're willing to pay it, you will pay it. For me, what's been really discouraging is seeing the reviews and how underwhelming they have been performing. So if anything, I love beauty. I love eyeshadows. I love it so much. And I was willing to go out and buy these eyeshadows and these lipsticks. And not to say I haven't seen too many bad reviews with the lipsticks. So maybe I'll go and get a lipstick and maybe a refill just because you could use that. Do I need any more lipsticks? No. So it would strictly be to have like a collector's item, right? With the eyeshadows, I was really excited about the packaging, but I'm seeing video after video after video of them not being very pigmented, them not showing up very well. I do hear good things about the blendability, that type of thing. So
I've heard in several videos about fallout.
See, I've heard the opposite. I've heard that there's no fallout.
Oh, see, it just, I guess, like, it just depends. So that's, I'm like, I would have to go in, play around with it a little bit, make sure that it's something that I can see myself using almost on the daily.
Yeah. So let us know down below, what do you think about the prices? What do you think about the product? And will you be purchasing these items yourself? And I don't know, maybe stay tuned. If we decide to pull the trigger and get an item, we'll let you guys know. But for now, I'm still on the fence. I don't know if I want to go out and get them or if I just want to wait till they're in our local boutique so I can play around with them and see them myself before.
I think that is probably going to be my thing, is I need to see it in person before I purchase, just because I want to make sure that it's the right color and the right kind of tones that I would use. I would love to do a review for you guys, because you guys obviously, like, we wear makeup. We love makeup. And so I think from people who wear makeup every day, because I wear makeup every day, I think it would be good to see someone who actually wears makeup every day, uses it every day, like that kind of a thing. So maybe we'll see. We'll keep you guys updated to see how it goes. But those are our thoughts. Yeah. So we literally don't need any of these things. No, like luxury, we don't need luxury in our lives. Do I love the extra? I do. And so I think it just goes back to everything that you were saying about, like, what is it that you value? What is it that you enjoy? I spend my money on, these are the things that make me happy. For you guys, that might be something different. I mean, we've gotten comments below saying, like, I couldn't see myself spending that much amount of money on whatever. And I'm like, I totally understand.
Yeah.
There's a version of me that maybe thinks the same.
Right.
But at the same time, like, there's things that truly bring me joy, that make me happy. And so that's what I'm willing to invest in.
Correct.
For you guys, it might be another hobby or another something. I think we all spend our money on something.
We all work hard for our money, and how we choose to spend it
and
is
so
how we
this
choose to
is
spend
something
it.
for us that we enjoy. So I hope that that comes across. We're not these super materialistic like kinds of girls. Like, we work really hard. We've come up from, you know, slow beginnings, and it's just such a blessing that we can even do this. And so I just wanted to caveat that. We're not here saying anything.
Also, if you saw my last video, your girl will be wearing head to toe Marshalls with her Arons. So there's balance, girls. There is balance.
100%. High lows, guys. High lows.
Thanks for watching. We're Sisters in Style.